The Black Stars' chances at progressing to the round of 16 currently hangs on a thread. Their performance during the group stages have been a subject of intense debate on the local scene as well as the international front as to how the team really can't win and lay hold on it. In the studios with me here to look more into this issue about the Black Stars and their performances during international games, I've been joined by broadcast journalist Christian Mensah here in Accra to really walk us through some of the issues that really behind the scenes hinders the progress of the Stars. Christian, most welcome.
Thank you to you.
How will you describe the Stars campaign so far?
Abysmal. Very abysmal. Very shambolic, and you see, we've gotten to the point where we need to start calling people out. Everybody who is responsible for what is happening, we need to start calling them out. And in case somebody who asks that, why am I going all out? I didn't understand the pain until a colleague of mine in the neighborhood lost his dad through the game Ghana played against Egypt.
Against Egypt? Never said that broke Ghana.
I was in the studio with you on that game. When I got home, that was the news we had. Everybody was gathered at the house. He died right in his chair. He was sitting and watching the game. Out of shock.
That we can take 2-goal lead within a twinkle of an eye.
Exactly.
We allow it to slip.
And this is somebody who has lived his life about 80-something years old. It tells you that he has seen Ghana win Afcon. He knows what the Black Star is made of. You and I have not seen Ghana win Afcon before. This is how sad it is. And we are saying that we should let people walk around free.
You think heads must roll?
Heads must roll. The whole team needs to be dissolved. The whole FA needs to be investigated. Questions need to be asked.
Really?
Are you aware that 2,000 supporters were flown to support the Black Stars? And if you are giving each person $400 just on supporters, we've wasted 800,000 USD. Cool money. But we don't have one single international stadium that meets the criteria. Ghana Man Soccer. It's an abysmal state. It's in a worst state. But we are wasting money. And we were promising people $30,000. Don't go to the technical team. Deal with the 27 players. Somebody should do the math for me. 30 times 27. That is 810,000 US dollars on the verge of going waste. At the end of the day, what is the ordinary Ghanaian crying about? It's just a trophy. Look, the most difficult thing in this world right now is to be a Ghanaian. How? Is anything working? Is anything working?
Didn't you see?
Are people living okay?
Didn't you see the team play against Egypt and you marveled at what they did?
What did they play against Egypt? You played and what happened? Did you win? Look, we need to start calling people out. Ket, I always say, is the worst president of the FA ever to happen in the history of Ghana.
On which scale are you marking and saying it is the worst? We've
go through the ranks. How many Afcons under Ket?
How many Afcons under the rest of the FA?
How many Afcon under Ket? The rest of the FA, look, we always criticize. And I believe when you go on Twitter and go, a lot of people are asking that we should go and beg Nyantechi. I'm telling you this.
That's what
he has his flaws.
Yes.
He has his flaws.
So what has Nyantechi really done that you feel?
We saw the Black Stars under Nyantechi.
How many years?
Even they didn't win trophy.
How many years?
It was a very lucrative, very tantalizing Black Stars. Let's be realistic. In 2010, we saw the Black Stars under Nyantechi. We saw them.
We came to a normalization.
Now, the normalization came in. Why did they come in? They came in because there was a problem. So, normalization was to normalize the problem and set the system straight.
So was the
Why was Keto Kweku voted in?
To come and put the structures in.
It's not put the structures. It's like I have sparked the car. I have worked on the car. The car is being sparked. All you are requested to do is to drive the car to the destination. You made promises to Ghanaians. If we are in a country that the FA boss can be bold and say, gone are the days that we leave player selection and call out onto the coach and technical teams. Those days are over. plenty Ghanaians, including you and I as a journalist, most of us gave a blank eye to that statement. It means that gone are the days coaches were allowed to do their job. How would you feel if I'm into real estate and you're a contractor and I say, oh, Theo, I want you to build me a 10-bedroom unit. This is the money. And I also come back to tell that, Theo, before you start work, the people you are going to work with, bring them for me to scrutinize them before you go and work. Automatically, you are handicapped. What if you bring them and I tell you I don't like them? But those are the people you trust you want to work with.
So that is the picture you are painting for the current Black Stars.
It is not the current. We are saying it. Every Ghanaian is saying it. I'm not the one who is supposed to be saying it.
That a player comes in, he's substituted, he comes in.
We're saying it. 2017. Look,
and gives a back pass. And gives a back pass.
You and I have been on this field for a long time. We shouldn't hide from the truth.
What is the truth?
Joseph Pinto, we all know the line in which Joseph Pinto comes from the Palmer Lane. What did the boy do? Even a journalist asked him, why is he injured? Did you read his lips in the video? He said what? Fatigue.
He said the gentleman was fatigued.
And what did the boy say? The video is out there.
He said he didn't even know whether he was fatigued.
Good. So that tells you that there is a problem. Certain hands are holding the national team to ransom.
Okay.
And we all know.
So what do you think we can do to remedy this situation?
Scrap off the whole national team.
Do you know there is a World Cup just
scrap off the whole national team.
Scrap
it off. The World Cup is about personal interest. It's not about the national interest.
So since when did we get to the stage where going for the World Cup has become a personal interest that you feel that Ghanaians shouldn't go anymore?
It's been like this for a couple of years. But you see, because we are in a country where when you speak the truth, you are being blacklisted.
So this phrase you keep using, when you speak the truth,
we all know you've been cancelled.
So which of the truths have you spoken that you have not been cancelled?
Some of us, we can't go to the FA.
Are you sure when you get to the GFA premises?
We can't go to the FA.
You don't want to go or you don't
We
go?
can't go because don't point fingers. When we want something to look, I'm telling you that I have a pending issue currently. If I will discuss it with you off air and you understand what I'm talking about my own player.
So currently, so you are a player agent. So there is an interest somewhere.
It's not about interest. Okay. My player is like I have told you before. My players, I know what I want from them.
Okay.
And I know what we've discussed. But I'm telling you that, Theo,
because
we should all
you feel
go back.
that
listen,
you are a critique of the
it's not about, you see, I'm being a genuine critic.
And so you are being punished.
Punished for what I say.
Okay, so people have called for the head of the coach and the technical team. Is that the right way to go?
He's the least person to be blamed for this whole thing that we are facing. I'm telling you, nobody should channel their energy to the coach because the coach has been turned into a puppet for the puppet masters, and they are there.
So Masudi Dramani,
let me give you a lane.
They are not helping.
Gato Kweku has been in administration for how many years? 5 years.
Yes.
Within these 5 years, we've had 5 coaches coaching our national team. Are you telling me the coaches are the problem still? 5 years, 5 different coaches, and you are still telling me the coaches are the problem?
Okay, so
come on.
Right now, as we speak, Ghanaians are looking for ways to really console themselves and say, okay, it will be better.
Yeah.
As a stakeholder in the game,
what
would you say to Ghanaians?
I am not the one to tell Ghanaians anything. I can't tell Ghanaians. I should tell even if you give me the opportunity to tell Ghanaians anything, they have every right to do whatever they want to do. And I've been a strong advocate about this thing. Boycott anything national team Black Stars game. Boycott it. So don't waste your money.
So, for instance, if currently as we speak, the president is watching, looking for solutions, and says, "Okay, Christian, I want to take your move." Just close the FA down. Say Black Stars, especially the Black Stars, you are not supposed to participate in anything again. So the sanctions, we face the sanctions.
We should face the sanctions. We should bear it. Nigeria did it and they came back and won the Afcon perfectly. Nigeria did it. They came back and won the Afcon perfectly in 2013 or 2012, if my memory serves me right.
So you feel that when we
scrap off these Black Stars. Look, what was the criteria of selecting players onto the national team? Your goalkeeper, who is your #1 in this country? Even Orlando Pirates, where he has not been imposed for over a year, the first choice of Orlando Pirates was not called into the South African national team. What does it tell you?
They have enough goalkeepers.
Good. And talk about their second.
And so Ghana, do you have enough goalkeepers that you say that okay, we can?
Look, that's what I'm telling you, that the 4 Afcons were won by local boys. We need to prioritize our local league.
Okay.
There are people within. Even Majid Ashimaru case was a clear indication of what is happening.
Okay, so you have indicated that even if we have the means, we shouldn't go for the World Cup.
Cancel everything. We have look. Ben Kofi gave us a 5-year plan.
Yes.
That 5-year plan saw us going to the 2006 World Cup.
Okay.
Chan 2008, 2010 World Cup. It started declining after 2010 World Cup.
Okay,
Tell me if I'm lying.
So we should
go back to the policies.
Go back and then
our grassroots football is missing. It's destroyed.
Okay.
The feeder, the basics that needs to feed the national team is being destroyed.
Great. So these are some of the issues from Christian Mensah, but